Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome in. Take notes, grab a pen. Welcome back to another episode of the Honorable Marvin Coop Show. I got my man, Mr. 16 Bars himself is back, man. My
What up,
brother.
y'all? What up? What up? What up? How y'all doing out there?
Yes,
How y'all
sir.
doing out there in the interwebs?
Interweb. Yo, so we got a lot of good feedback on our first episode, man. So, hey, why not
Okay,
again? Why not
okay,
again,
okay.
So, first of all, I know it was a few days ago. Happy birthday to the legendary
Yes,
Pete
sir.
Rock, just turned 55.
The
So
21st, June 21st, right?
June 21st, yes, sir. So let's just get it out the way. Best Pete Rock song and best Pete Rock production. What you got?
All right. So I started to go back to Pete Rock's
Yeah.
production, and like most hip hop producers from '90s to 2000s, he's done a lot of stuff.
Man.
Okay, Pete Rock
Yeah,
has a Pete Rock has an amazing resume
you do.
for production. And it's not just rap, it sprawls into other genres as well too. So it's not just hip hop only.
Yeah.
Um, but when it comes to hip hop productions, I gotta go with Troy, yo.
Troy.
Like like that song, just the intro,
Yeah. Yo.
and then it's a pause, and then you hear the like
Yeah.
I love watching producers produce.
Me
I'm from
too.
the era when guys was taking old '70s CDs, old '60s CDs, and
Yeah.
taking little pieces of instrumentals. And when you sit down and you watch a producer, like not now it's a little bit different. They do it a little bit different now. But when you sit down and watch a guy like Pete Rock, Havoc, Just Blaze,
Man.
Premier, the way they can just hear a piece of something and take that, add it on to a piece of something else. And when they put that together, man, I love the marriage of production. Like I
Me too.
love watching
Facts.
producers produce, and then when you hear the final content, it's like mind blowing.
Yeah.
That song, Troy, it's just that's one of his best, man. Um, what's the song he did? He did a song for Nas. I got it written down somewhere. He did
Oh, the
"The
world
World
is
Is
yours.
Yours."
The world is
I,
yours.
I
Yes.
think that is up there. That's up there as well. But I gotta go with Troy, man. If you
Troy.
haven't heard Troy, if you're a newer hip hop head, I like to always shout out the
Troy.
newer hip hop heads.
Troy is definitely.
Go back and listen to that. That's
Yeah.
I think I'm putting that on the top of his production. But he has a lot. Again, he has a lot of stuff you
Yeah.
can go through, and Pete Rock is an amazing producer. So
Yeah.
shout out to Pete Rock, man.
I'm gonna definitely.
Also, wait. Also, on my list, the creator is on my list as well.
Ooh, taking it
Dun,
back.
dun,
Taking
dun,
it
dun, dun,
back.
dun, dun, dun. I love that video is
It's
ill. That song is ill.
it's so many but you can go errors like you said. I'm glad you said errors. It's the world is yours is definitely one. Troy is out the question because that's in the class by itself. That can honestly be a top 10 hip hop song, which we're gonna get to later.
That is an amazing song.
Uh, I gotta say, when I'm flowing, Rakim, that song from Pete Rock alone is like
What's the name? Influence?
when I'm flowing. It's by
When I'm
Rakim,
flowing?
the '97 album.
Okay. Okay.
You
All
check
right.
that out. Go
All right.
check that out, bro. You'll
Okay.
definitely gonna be
Okay.
thank me later. Thank me later. But
All right. All right.
man, it's so many and people. This is an underrated gem too. If people don't know, Heavy D got me waiting. That
Yes,
beat
some stuff you
was
did for Ebony too. Yes.
yes, it's some
Yes.
stuff,
Yeah.
but I could that's just the '90s by itself.
Yeah.
We not talking like he did a few songs with Nas, like I'm not quite sure what he did, but I know he did a song Redman and Method Man and Ayo from Blackout too.
Yes, yeah.
He had a
I
few.
played that the other night too on his
Yeah,
dedication.
it's
That song is ill. That doom 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 doom
mhm.
doom doom. Yo, that production is crazy
That
too.
was
That production is
oh
crazy.
the classic disc joint. I think Common the
Oh, I
bitch and
see a
you.
rich wishing you.
Yep, bitch and
Yeah,
you.
I like that track. I like that track production wise.
Yeah,
But I like that track. That's an ill diss track too. That's
yeah.
people don't talk about that diss track when you talk about like best diss tracks of all time, like top fives.
Phew, you got to put that in there.
I don't be hearing people really put that song in their top five, and that's a dope song, yo.
Yeah, and then what's the one track Kanye came out with in 2010? Runaway. He did production for that song too.
That's he did Runaway
Hmm.
with those pianos, and I
Yeah.
thought
Yes, he
that's Pete
did.
Rock.
That's Pete Rock,
Wow,
man. That's Pete
wow,
Rock.
that's an amazing that piano and that oh,
Yeah, he. That's what I'm
where you
saying.
get that from?
Forgot what sample that was. I gotta go look that up. But it's
That
just so
piano is crazy in that song.
when I found out it was Pete, I'm like, because I found out like maybe years later, like
Mhm.
2012, I found out. I was like, Pete Rock did that. Then I went and looked it up. I was like, oh, he did. Wow. And he also did some, I think the Fish Scale album from Ghost.
Yeah. He did a
He
couple songs
definitely
on
did.
Ghost as well. Yeah.
Like I said, shout out to Pete Rock, man. You major pioneer in the game. See, you turned 55 and you still doing it. I salute you, Pete Rock, man, for
And
sure, for sure.
he got a bunch of stuff from AZ. He did for AZ
Um,
on a couple of AZ albums. He's
yeah, it
produced.
definitely was a couple AZ albums, but I'm not an AZ fan like that.
Oh, really?
Nah, I mean, it's some stuff like one song, "Check Me Out." That's cool. And Pete Rock did
Okay.
produce that song. I forgot what album that's from for AZ. And I know Busta Rhymes Genesis album. He had like a few tracks on there as
Yes,
well.
he has stuff on the Busta Rhymes album as well. Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah, and I know he did some stuff for
Public
Public
Enemy. He
Enemy,
did some stuff with them
Raekwon.
too.
Yep, Raekwon.
Raekwon. Yep.
So it
Yep.
was
Yep.
definitely oh my man Smoke Dizza. Can't forget about him too, man.
Shout
He
out to Pete, man.
shout
He
out to
did his thing.
Pete.
He did his thing.
But I definitely feel like and people don't know, like Jump Around.
Yes, Jump Around
Jump
is
up.
yep,
Jump
yep.
Around is
And
definitely
Down with the Kings.
oh my
That's an
goodness.
iconic. That's an
That's
iconic
definitely an
song.
iconic
That's an
yes.
iconic song. And to be with um Run DMC and Run
Hmm.
DMC. There was a time when Run DMC was out of here, like smoking
Mm,
hot, yo. And for him to put something on a Run DMC album that's that classic,
that's classic right there.
crazy. That's crazy.
Man, like I said, shout out to him. He's still like I said, definitely a hip hop pioneer. So let me get your opinion on this Jim Jones nonsense. I'm just like, come on, man. Like, is we serious right now? Like, what's going
But
on?
people should have seen that coming because Jim has been saying for a long time that he's the best Dipset member. And no, but you have to sit down for a second and think about what he's saying. Like when you think of the Dipset members, you think of Cameron, Joel's, and Jim Jones, right?
Pretty much in 3 years.
Early career, everybody knows Cameron was smoking stuff.
Yeah.
Those first three albums, the SDE, the what's the other one? The SDE.
It was
Uh,
SGE. Yeah, because I'm thinking the album before he got with Rock.
right. Yeah, it was two
Oh,
albums.
Confession of Fire was one.
Confessions of Fire, Confessions of Fire, SDE, and Come Home with Me. Phenomenal albums from Cameron. All right, so Cameron was
Wait, hold
the
on.
heat mix.
You think? Wait, you think STE is good?
Yes, that album's a phenomenal album.
Yeah.
Not no top 10, top 20, top 30. No. I'm not saying that realm. But when
Yeah.
you go back and listen to SDE, he's spitting hard on that album. And there's some productions on there that's amazing as well. But what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
early on, everybody knew Cameron was the face.
Of Dipset, yeah.
Now, when you get into the Dipset era, the most lyrical Cameron, Joel's, Jim. There are some people that wanted to swap Jewels with Cameron at a time in the Dipset
Mm,
era because
that's true.
Jewels was some heavy stuff in the Dipset
Jewels.
era. So it was always Cam, Jewels, Jim, or Jewels, Cam, Jim in the Dipset era.
Yeah.
Mixtape era, crazy too. The
Thanks.
mixtape era is when Jimmy started to pivot more to do his own thing. Bird Gang, Max B.
Hmm.
So Jim Jones started to really not catch up lyrically to them, but he started making waves around that time. When you go to Purple Haze might be Cameron's last best album. Purple Haze 2, I don't think was all that.
No.
Crown Pays, I don't think was all that. I like the Guns and Butter album with him and Bato, but
That I think there's a little argument that Killer Season could be up there too. Killer Season was
it was
decent.
Killer was good, not
Mm.
great.
Not great though. Not better
Okay,
than
so
Purple Haze. Yeah, Purple Haze and
no,
Come
not
Home
better
with
Purple
Me.
Haze.
Yeah, Purple Haze and Come Home with Me were definitely the top two.
So at if you picture at that time, that was in the early 2000s, I think that was going on.
Early two. Yep.
Jewels had already fell out the motion. Joel wasn't putting out music. Joel was only doing Dipset stuff. He wasn't doing nothing by himself. So
Right.
that early 2000s, mid 2000s, it's Cameron, Jim doing his mixtape stuff. If you look at 2000, I think it's 2012, 2013,
Hmm.
Jim Jones' rise. I mean, there are people that say that you can't name a Jim Jones song or a Jim Jones album. That's kind of not the point. Jim
Yeah.
Jones started to jump on that young wave when that drill scene came on.
Hmm.
Jim Jones was making songs with all the young rappers.
He
Jim Jones
was.
was still in the street throwing up that blood set. Jim Jones brought the Migos to Harlem. The Migos was scorching hot when Jim Jones jumped on their way. So if you look at Jim Jones albums when Cameron started to decline, Jim Jones has kept the Dipset name alive.
Yeah.
If you look at any big hits from 2014 to now, you're not going to find no big Cameron hits like that.
Nah.
Cameron had his early career, he had the Dipset era, but Jim Jones has been scorching hot ever since. So in no way am I saying Jim Jones is in the same league as Nas. I am not in that, not
Yeah.
saying that. No way, no way.
Yeah.
But Jim Jones has an argument for being relevant.
Also, like the Ghostface Killer thing we did with Wu-Tang.
Like Ghost is still like
Yeah,
Ghost
he's still
may not
putting
be
out
the
music.
early, but Ghost has been relevant year after year after year. Ghostface is the face of Wu Tang. Ray is doing some stuff now. Method Man started back doing some stuff now. But Ghostface has been the most consistent for Wu Tang. So that's Jim Jones. But people also, on the other hand, people also have to understand, and this is important, right?
Hmm.
We're living in a podcast era,
Yeah.
okay? People say things to move the wheel. What
Definitely.
moves the wheel? Saying something ridiculous, putting out a wild picture of yourself, doing a video. These are the things that move the clicks. These are the
Yes.
things that move the podcast to call you. Oh, Jim said what? Let's call up Jim. Yo, come on our podcast. It moves the money. So Jim
Hmm.
Jones, that was a strategic move by Jim Jones because remember, Summer Jam here, new music coming out. Okay, so that was a
Yep.
strategic move by him to say something ridiculous to get the wheel moving again in his
Hmm.
favor. Now, what he's going to do now, he's going to be on everybody's podcast.
Yeah.
His booking fees are going to go up. His glasses are going to sell more. He might go on, they might pull him on ABC or somewhere or something. So this is all a strategic move by Jim Jones
Yeah. That's all
to
it
keep the
is.
wheels, to keep the money wheel moving. But in no means does Jim Jones believe he's better than Nas lyrically.
No,
Like
because
he doesn't believe that.
did you hear what started that?
Yes, I saw the young man, and
Yeah.
again,
Like I said,
I
and it's
I
all that's why I was like kind of agreeing. It's all about errors and who you ask, what age. That's why I was like, maybe he don't know Nas like that. But like you said, he from Jersey. He grew up on the balling. pop champagne, and I get it. It's an opinion, but for him to take that and run with it, like you said, could have been for the money, could have been for the bag. I get it.
I have nothing wrong to say about that young man with
Yeah.
his point of view, but we still have to, as hip hop heads, that's seen great music.
Yeah.
Like the late 80s was great hip hop. The
Hmm.
90s was great hip hop. The early 2000s was great hip hop. This era is not a great hip hop era. People have to
No,
put your
I
feelings
get it.
aside and put the music on the table and really make some decisions. This era of hip hop is not a great era of hip hop. I'm not mad at the young man for saying what
No,
he
me
said.
neither. Mm-mm.
That's
That's
what
an
he's
opinion.
hearing. That's what
That's
he
an
that's
opinion.
his that's his opinion. But the hip hop heads, people like you that follow hip hop,
Yeah.
that's followed hip hop for years. People like you have to sit down and say, look, guys, I respect your opinion,
Hmm.
but when it comes to bars, production, longevity, flow, when you guys like you have to let people know, look, your opinion is great, but this is what it really is. So Jim
Yeah.
Jones doesn't. That was all. Get his name buzzing again, get back in it. Kanye West does it all the time. Kanye West got an album coming out or a sneaker coming out. He does something wild. Internet goes wild. The wheel starts to run. He's on everybody's podcast. So it's unfortunately it's a part of making money these days.
Yeah, I get it. I definitely agree with you, man.
But
Speaking
but
of,
but Jim, but Jim is wild. Jim is wild. Jim wild.
he is wild.
He
That's
wild.
why I
He
was
wild.
like,
He wild.
maybe the argument, like you've been saying months ago, or maybe even last year, if I can remember. Yeah, you got an argument with being the face of Dipset, putting out better albums, like you said, when Cam and Joel starting to decline, and then they was getting into their little issues and stuff like that too. Yeah, you're definitely the face of Dipset.
And
I get that.
and I'm not. And there's an argument that Jim Jones does not have better one classic album to compare with Cam. I think Cam has the better albums if we put them side to side. But
Let's do
I
that.
think
Hold
Jim
on.
I
Let's do
yeah.
that. Let's do that.
Mhm.
Let's do that. Let's put album for album.
Okay.
Um,
The only contender Jim Jones has is El Capo.
mm-mm. El
What do you think?
Capo.
What's Jim Jones' best album?
There's an argument that Hustler's Product of My
Hustler.
Environment is a good one.
Okay, yeah,
I
that was good.
think I think Harlem Diary of a Summer is up
That was
there.
good. That
That
was
was a
good
good
too.
one too. Certified Gangsta is probably the only song I like on the other one.
Great song.
Great song. Yeah, great
Great
song.
song. Great song.
Maybe two songs off that first one. But
What
I
do you
feel
think is
like
Cameron's best album?
that's between Come Home With Me and Purple Haze. Those two back right there, I definitely feel like Come Home With Me is an argument because
You you
he
think
did
you think Purple
lyrically,
Haze is better than SDE?
yes.
Okay.
I mean, I think like you said, I love don't get me wrong. It's a few tracks on there that I can rock with,
Mhm.
but I feel like maybe it's a little biased when he got with the rock. I
No, Purple
was
Haze was hot though. I ain't gonna lie. Purple Haze
Yeah, Purple
was
Haze was
fire.
hot.
Fire. Fire.
Come Home With Me was dope. STE is like, oh my kidding.
I like the hardcore, and I do agree with you. I think
Yeah.
Come Home With Me is his best album, but there's something in me that loves that hardcore
I think that's when he was getting
early
out the
Cameron.
hardcore because don't get me wrong, I tell people all the time, if you ask me, Violence with Old Dirty Bastard is one of my favorite songs that I can really
Okay.
sit there play, like especially like if I'm in the gym doing something. And I love Losing Weight. Losing Weight is definitely
Ooh,
a
God.
forever street banger. But
Rest in peace, Prodigy. Mm,
yeah, rest in peace, Prodigy, and rest in peace, ODP.
mm.
But I feel like Come Home With Me and Purple Haze were like his way of getting out that hardcore and say, hey, I'm nice lyrically. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah, yep, yep.
but yeah, I feel like with Jim, Hustler Products of My Environment, Ballin', that was a hit. We all know that. Then he had Weatherman with Lil Wayne, and then
Mm,
Motionless with Jewels. He had some bangers.
mm.
Yeah, but for you to sit there, like I said, I disagree with the nines, but I kind of maybe there's an argument with the being the face of the Dipset.
Yeah, and the nice thing too, this is what I don't like about hip hop.
Yeah,
You don't have to diss a legend to get shine.
right.
Like you've been in the Jim Jones been in the game early
Yeah,
early 2000s, late 90s,
late '90s. Yeah,
late 90s. Like you've been in the game for a long time. Nas is a legend in the game.
yeah,
Why are you dissing Nas to big yourself up? Like I just think the disrespect sometimes
crazy.
that these legends get is just unwanted. And again, you listen to Jim Jones. One of the other things he says is, "Let me and Nas put together a paper." When you listen to how he's talking, when you listen to, it's all about greasing the money wheel. And
Yes,
you
I
don't have
get
to
it.
come at Nas like that to call Nas peoples up. Hey, let's put together a couple shows for a couple cities. You think people won't pay to see Nas and Jim Jones on a tour with some other legends? Like you don't have to go that route,
Yeah,
disrespecting a legend just to get some clicks. I think sometimes the disrespect in hip hop is a little.
I agree.
I
I
like
agree.
I, I like competition, but I just
Yeah,
think that it's very unwanted. It's not necessary.
yeah, that's like me going after a legend like you. It's just, but in this situation, like you said, it's just for clicks. Because, like you said, I'm not gonna pay no money to see Jim Jones. I pay money to see Nas. But I'm like, I was like, nah. I'll play a few Jim Jones records and call it a day. But I would definitely play to see a legend like Nas. So yeah, the reasons is for what's your real reasons? Is to get the clicks. That's got to be the only reason.
But
But
again, if in the era we're in right now, if
it's all
if
about the clicks.
Nas's people talk to Jim Jones people, talk to Method Man's people, talk to Jadakiss people, and sit down in a room or do a Zoom call. Hey guys, let's put together something 5 city tour. You think people aren't going to like gravitate to that? That's what you need to be. What you need to be. Let's all get together and make this money instead of I'm coming at you. It's
Exactly. I'm gonna go at you. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that.
yep,
It's
yep.
unnecessary, brother. So speaking of which, I know you and I always said the '90s is best era hip hop, right? I'm a
My opinion.
The 2000 joint you was playing the other day. Shout out to you. Shout out to my man 16
Mm,
bars.
mm,
Is there a possible argument? Yeah, I did
mm.
research. I did research, my man. I was looking
Okay,
at some of these 2000 to 2009 albums, man. Does the
okay.
2000 era have an argument against the 90s? Let's be for real, man, because you was playing some heavy hitters. And there is a lot of heavy hits from 2000, 2001, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I know some of these artists that debuted in the 90s, but some of them, like I got an example, Nas, Jay-Z, Locks in them, they may have
Mm.
debuted in the 90s, but their music progressed and got better in the
2000s.
2000s.
Yeah,
Like, what's
yeah,
your thoughts
yeah.
on that, man? 'Cause I feel like me, like I said, I'm a hip hop head. If you challenge you, I don't feel like maybe a few can, but nobody can challenge me on 90s and 2000 music, man. Those are my
Mm,
two eras right there. I'm hands
mm.
on. But some young dude, like I said, it's all about the age. He's like, well, what about the 2010s? There were some artists, don't get me wrong,
2010s. Mm, mm,
Wale,
mm.
Drake, yeah, Kendrick, I cool. But nah, man, I feel like the 2000s could have an argument against the 90s, man. What you think?
All right, so take a look at it like this, right? Take a look at it
Uh-huh.
like this.
I got you.
Yes, the early 2000s to 2010 may be the best selling era
That's something there.
for
Okay.
hip hop artists, right? And
Right.
when I say selling, I mean that's when artists was actually getting some of the money that
They were
they were
artists.
supposed to get when their albums started to sell, right?
Hmm.
I think in the 90s we got the best quality of hip hop. And the reason I say quality of hip hop, most artists, their first and second albums are sometimes their best albums because they're raw, they're broke, they're trying to get themselves and their families out of the hood,
Out the hood, yeah.
and in their minds, these are the freshest hip hop rhymes that they have. The more
Mm,
years you go, the more albums you put out, yeah, all the stuff that you're speaking about is going to start getting repetitive 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years down the line.
yeah.
I think the 90s has some of the best quality hip hop. When you
Mm,
look at something like Doggy Style, Ready to Die, Enter the Wu Tang, um, the infamous Mobb Deep album, Hardcore from Lil Kim. The, the quality of the music in the 90s,
yeah.
everybody in every if you lived to the 90s, everybody in the 90s wanted to be the best. DMX wanted to be better than Jay-Z. Pun wanted to be better than Nas wanted to be like some of them probably didn't say it, but every artist that put out their music, number one, they didn't want you sounding like them.
Yeah.
And number two, they wanted to sell the most records. They wanted to be the best.
So
When you go on a record, when you go on a radio station and you spit, you want to outspit the last person you heard on the radio.
yeah.
But the the genre of music sales, back in the 80s and 90s, it was pop was the best selling music. Um, Pop, house music, country music. Those were the best selling musics in the early to mid 90s. The late 90s is when rap started to sell and started to top the charts. Rap didn't start being the best music genre, the best selling music genre until the 2000s when they really started to sell records. Like they were
Yeah.
selling records in the 90s, but the 2000s we started to see like some phenomenal numbers with selling. So
Mhm.
quality wise, I'm with you. I'm sticking with the 90s. Yes, that 2000 to 2010, yes, there are some phenomenal albums.
Yeah.
Blueprint, Stillmatic. There's some
Yeah.
quality albums in the 2000s. There's no doubt about that.
Right. That's
But
true.
I think some of the hungriest big puns, Capital Punishment, DMX, It's Dark and Hell is Hot, like some of the most quality put together albums,
Yeah.
De La Soul, Tribe Called Quest in the night. Like the 90s has a lot of quality albums. I'm not saying 2000 don't have quality albums, but if we were to sit down and take 20 albums from the 90s and 20 from the 2000s, I'm probably gonna I'm probably gonna gravitate to the 90s. Two great
So
eras.
so
I'm still going with the 90s over the 2000s.
let's do that. That's interesting. I like how you put that. So a well album. Can you name 20 from the 90s?
20 from the 90s? Whew.
I can help you. The Chronic,
Yes.
Doggy Style, like you said.
Doggy Style, yep.
Uh,
Hardcore Little Kim.
oh,
Supreme
uh,
Clientele, Ghostface. When was that? When was Supreme Clientele?
Supreme Clientele was early 2000.
Yeah, that was 2000
I
album?
think
Okay.
so.
Okay. So so
Uh,
so throw Iron Man in there.
36. So Enter the 36 Chambers.
36 Chambers, Ready to Die.
Oh yeah, Ready to Die.
You gotta throw Jay in there. You gotta throw Reasonable Doubt. You gotta throw
Definitely
Illmatic.
Illmatic.
You gotta throw
Uh,
when did Redman Muddy Waters come out?
when did who? Buddy Waters, 96.
96.
To Cal.
Tequala's hard. Huh?
Should we put every Wu-Tang member debut album on there? Is that even fair? Yeah, you're right. I think I ain't gonna lie. I think
No, if you sit down, really, if you sit down one day and you go to 20 90s albums, 20, and then you sit down and you put 20 from the 2000s. I mean, there's some stuff I can name in the 2000s too. But
oh, there's a lot I can. That's what I said. There's a lot I can
yeah,
name in 2000s, bro.
96, 96, 98,
It's
93 were some phenomenal years for hip hop.
oh. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you can go tit for tat.
I'll put 96 and 98 up against any 2000s era years.
It's just so much. It's so
But
much.
that's a great conversation. You should have a show with that one day.
Yeah.
Have your panel bring in 2090s, somebody bring in 22,000s, and do you have anybody in your circle that believes 2000s are better than the 90s?
I'm not gonna lie. I had one, but he passed.
Okay, rest in peace.
Rest in peace to my man Buck. Rest in peace to him. He would always sit there and be like, "Man, the 2000s do have an argument." And once again, he would name like, remember, like a few months, like a couple weeks ago, I put that story when I found those two albums, the Blueprint and Stillmatic. I was like, I still have these, and I
Yeah, I
remember
still have
this.
them too.
I remember that story. I was like, man, I only had 20 on me, so I was like, I just took both of them. I
And
was
those were
like,
two phenomenal albums too. When you
and
listen to
those
Stillmatic,
and Blueprint,
and I tell people all the time, Nas needs to send Jay a bottle of champagne because Nas was not into making music at that time. Nas was taking a break,
yeah,
taking
listen,
care of his family.
just lost his mom.
Yeah, he was not. His mind was not in hip hop. And Jay, bro, you gotta come back here. And
Yeah,
Jay woke up a sleeping giant. So, and then we got Godson after that. We got Godson right after that too. So,
that's another
listen,
album.
man,
Those are, like I said, those are two albums alone from him in the 2000s. God's Sons and Stillmatic. Then, like I said, with Jay-Z, you can say the Blueprint. And I'm not
Black
even
Album,
Black Album.
American Gangster
American Gangster
is an
was
amazing album too.
crazy, man. And people even sleep on the Blueprint 3. I love the Blueprint 3.
Blueprint 3 had a lot of sonic stuff he was trying out with the
And it
production
worked
of
for
Blueprint
him.
3 was
And it worked for him, bro. I'm
yeah
not gonna lie to you.
he was trying some stuff on there.
It was. And
La da 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 eh.
exactly. That
When that come on in the club, people still go crazy for that song.
exactly. And then we got an anthem out of that. Empire State, New York State
Empire
of Mind.
State.
Man. So that's an anthem already. Like, but and then you go to like Kanye West, dropout, college dropout, late
I'm so
registration.
I'm so mad at Kanye the way
Me
what he
too.
turned in. Like the early Kanye was
Early Kanye was dangerous. I'm not gonna lie to
he
you.
was an amazing artist and an amazing producer in
He
his early
was.
his early
I
career.
couldn't agree with you more because I say graduation, late registration,
Mm-hmm.
and college dropout. First three album run,
First three.
probably one of the
Mm-hmm.
best. The Game, the documentary, and people sleep. The
Yeah,
Doctor's Advocate too.
both of those first two albums was pretty dope.
Yeah, but
Those are pretty
people.
good.
Now let me ask you something. What did you think of LAX?
I didn't like as much as the first it
I
wasn't
mean,
again it wasn't like I like when you look at some artists their first albums be raw.
yeah,
LAX sounded kind of comfortable to me.
yeah. I think I love the features. Luda, Raekwon, Cube. He has some features on there now.
But again, who's the artist that says that you can't have too much features on your song
That's true.
to 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 carry your album? I'm not mad at it. You
Yeah,
know, I love those feet. I love Raekwon. I love those guys. But I forgot who said that. If you're going to have an album, if you're
yeah,
going to have a lot of features on there, what does that say?
that's
You know,
true.
somebody no no somebody said that about Jadakiss when he put out his album. He had too many features on it. Like, oh, it can't be a
Mm.
classic because he was going down south. He was
Well,
going there. Somebody
well,
said I can't remember who said that.
I hope he ain't talking about Kiss the Gang Goodbye. That's
Yeah, yes. A lot of people say that album is for it to be one of his early albums. They didn't like that he went with
no,
all those different features on there from different,
no, no.
and that helped sell the album. But I think that's his best album. Kiss the Game Goodbye. I think that may be his best album.
I like it better than people call Kiss of Death, but I like it better than Kiss of Death.
I like it better Kiss the Death. It was more structured.
Yeah,
it was more it sounded like a more complete album to me.
exactly. I agree. I agree. But yeah, man, we're gonna. I want to do that with you, like from '90s albums, 2000. We're gonna have to do that because I think
I'm coming.
that
I listen. 90s. I'm going 90s. I'm going 90s. I'm going 90s. I'm going 90s. That's it.
I got
I gotta
you.
go. I gotta go. I love 2000s. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Early 2000s, phenomenal, phenomenal. But
yeah.
90s, 90s.
I got you. I got you. All right. So, hope you ready. Top 10 hip hop songs of all time.
All right. So okay. So I could not pick a top 10 list, but I decided to give the people 10 songs that I think that they should consider to be in a top 10 list.
hmm
Because putting together a top 10 hip hop songs list, that's
It's
almost
torture.
impossible,
It's
man.
torture. It's torture.
And
It's
sometimes I listen
torture.
to something here and I think this is amazing,
Yeah.
and then a Public Enemy joint comes on. What?
Yeah, you'd be like, oh damn, I forgot about that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yes, yes,
yeah.
yes, yes.
KRS comes on.
And shout
I'm
out to
like,
my
what?
man Jadakiss, because when Fat Joe asked him, he's like, it's impossible to
Jadakiss said that?
name. Yeah, it's like it's
Yeah,
impossible
that's
to
hard.
name. That's like you would have to. Now, if you give me 100, I got you. But
Like hip hop has been
five,
around since the early 70s, early
yes,
70s. Like, come on, man. Even in the eight, if you even go to the 80s, like that 80s, 85 to
yeah,
89, like that, it's a lot of crazy. Yo, Children's Story from Slick Rick was in there.
man,
Cool G rap was blazing hot. Like,
yeah.
nah, man, that's hard. But I got 10 songs
Mm-hmm.
I think people should consider
Gotcha.
to put in their top 10. You ready?
I'm ready for you, bro.
First one I gotta go with Notorious B.I.G. Rest in peace. I gotta go with Juicy.
Oh
I think Juicy is like when like if you were around when that album came out,
man,
like we were like kind of new to Notorious B.I.G. and hearing him spit, it was like phenomenal to hear somebody spitting like that. But the story in Juicy when he's telling that story in Juicy, you could feel his
like you
pain,
there,
feel
yeah,
his hunger, yeah, and then trying to take care of his family. Like Juicy is just one of those songs. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine, Salt and Pepper,
yeah,
even 11, hanging pictures on my wall every Saturday. Rap Attack, Mister. Like I remember
uh-huh.
watching shows on. I remember putting thick posters up on my wall. I remember like listen, like it's just it feels real. Juicy is just one of those songs that
hmm
I think is just one of the most phenomenal songs on that album. It's a lot of bangers on the album. That's just one of my
Oh
favorites.
man,
We
hmm
gotta go with Protect Your Neck from Wu-Tang Clan.
Ooh,
Um the intro to that song,
it's
I think is
crazy.
when the call in, you call Colin. You know what I want to hit? I never
Mhm.
ever heard
Oh.
that just the intro alone to that song and
Yes,
to hear all of those MCs collectively put together a song and everybody spit.
yes, they do.
Everybody spit.
Not one whack verse,
There's
not
no
one
weak link.
whack
There's
verse.
no weak link on so Enter the 36 Chambers, Protect Your Neck. I gotta go with that. Straight Out of Compton.
Oh,
That was one of those songs when I heard that song like the first time, and at that time we had what was the riots? Was the Rodney King already happened or it didn't happen yet?
what, protect your neck?
No. Straight Outta Compton.
That was
What year was the Rodney King the riots when the police beat
92,
Rodney King?
92.
Okay. When did Straight Outta Compton come out? I got to figure out the timeline for that. But
I thought Straight
Straight
Outta
Outta
Compton was
came out before it.
90, 90,
I
90.
can't remember. I can't remember. But that I remember when I first heard that song, the
No,
aggression in that song?
No, because my pops was, I think, no, 88. Because my dad
Okay.
did say that I was, before I was born, that's when it came out. I was born in 89, so I think 88.
The aggression in that song,
Oh, wow.
the way the beat accelerated, the way
Hmm.
when every other verse start, the beat slowed down, and
Crazy.
listen, man, like that song get like when I hear that song now, if I'm like chilling, that song still gives me goosebumps.
Don't it. Don't it.
It's so aggressive, it's so raw. You could feel the pain in the music in that song. So Straight Outta Compton gotta go in there. Um my philosophy from KRS-One, I gotta
Oh,
put that, like that's one of those songs, like spitting, production,
shout out to
what
KRS.
he's talking about in the song. What's more important, the king or the author? Like when you listen to what he's saying in
Hmm.
that song, you're like, what? A king can only govern, and like it's mind blowing what he's saying in that song. And again, the production is crazy. At the end of the song, the beat cuts off. He goes a
Hmm.
cappella for another like that. My philosophy, gotta go in there.
Yes.
Slick Rick children's song.
Oh my
I
God.
first heard that when I was a young boy. I was still in Trinidad when I heard that song for the first time. And again, the intro to the
Hmm.
song,
All tucked in.
the, the production, what he's talking about, you can visualize everything that he's saying in the song,
Yeah.
word for word. You can visualize him running through the street, shot at the cop, shot back, and he missed. Hit it, said, run to
Hmm.
the subway station. Like you can visualize. And I was still living in the West Indies. I don't know
Hmm.
nothing about no train stations and none of that, but I could visualize everything that he's saying. And again, production is crazy. Listen to classic song, children's story, Slicker. Gotta put that in there. I gotta put Survival of the Illest for Mobb Deep.
Ooh.
Um, Survival of the Illest is one of those songs that's it crossed all like all genres. Like this is one of those songs where if you go to a basketball game today,
You gonna hear that?
they're playing that song in the stadium. I go to football games, they play it in the stadium. I've been to baseball games in Met Stadium, and I've heard them
Hmm.
play that song in stadiums today. That song came out in the '90s, and that song is so. Imagine the royalties that
The
song is
history.
still bringing in.
Facts, bro.
And again, what they're talking about in the song, you can just visualize what they're saying. The production on there,
Mm.
oh man, yo. But that's just one of those iconic songs, man. Like everybody, when that song comes on, I see white people
They jamming,
singing
right?
along to that. And like I said, you still go to stadiums today and you still hear Survival of the Illest. So rest in peace, Prodigy. You got to put that in
Yeah.
there.
Yes, sir, Prodigy.
I'm going with a Nas song that unconventional, but it ain't hard to tell from Illmatic. And
Mm.
Illmatic is full of gems. Like you can run through Illmatic and that album is full of gems. I always tell you, I like it was written better than Illmatic, but I think it ain't hard to tell is a song that um ISL, bro, the mic and Nas was young. Nas was a teenager when he put out Illmatic. So
Exactly.
imagine a teenager spitting lyrics like that.
Hmm.
Dun, 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 and the production.
Crazy.
Nah, shout out to Nas for
Definitely
that
shout out
album.
to him.
Those two albums are phenomenal. But I tell people all the time, Illmatic is only 9 songs and an intro, 10 songs, 9, 10 songs.
Yeah.
It was written, I think, was 14 or
15.
15
About
songs
15.
there,
Hmm.
and you can't say the bars on it was written was worse than Illmatic. The bars on both of those albums are fabulous.
Hmm.
And if I'm getting it was written same quality bars, same quality production, and I'm getting more content, it was written. I usually pick It Was Written over Illmatic, but it ain't hard
Yeah.
to tell. Amazing song, amazing song. Tupac. There, I can go through 20 songs from Tupac that you can consider top 10 songs, but I gotta put
Oh my God,
Dear
classic.
Mama in there. Like everybody got a mom.
Hmm.
Everybody loves their mom. Not everybody loves their mom, but you know what I mean. Yeah,
Yeah, I get
people
you.
have that affection for their mom, and to hear him talk about the pains that his mother went through and the pains that he brought to his mom,
Yeah.
her coming to jail and watching how she looked at him while he's behind those bars.
Mm.
Like nobody wants to hurt their mom. You
No,
love your mom. You don't want to see your mom hurt.
no, not at
But
all.
that Dear Mama is a song where it's again another iconic song. Everybody knows Dear Mama. When that song comes on, word for word, most people know that song word for word, and it's just a lifetime classic, man. Like
Forever
okay,
classic.
I could go to a bunch of songs off that album, Temptations, but
So many tears. Yeah.
So Many Tears, it's a lot of ill songs on the album, but Dear Mama is one of Tupac's best songs that need to be in the top 10 list. And I'm gonna go to Jay Z song. I'm gonna go with The Evils from Jay Z. Um, Maybe not one of his most popular songs,
But it's a hidden gem that, like you
but yeah,
said, if you want some hip hop, go listen to that.
production wise, dun 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 dun
Hmm.
dun.
Even Cashmere Thoughts, like all them songs on there.
The Evils, he is spitting on The Evils, and the thing I love about Reasonable Doubt, people slept on that album because a lot of people didn't understand what he was talking about on that album.
Hmm.
There's a lot of people today that now when they listen to it now,
They
they're like,
appreciate it.
oh,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, we all trying to eat, but then again, money and power is changing us people,
Hmm.
especially like now when you're growing up now and you're listening to it and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, so that's one of the songs that
Hmm.
again, people that don't know much about Jay Z that only hear the radio bangers, go listen to The Evil.
Yeah.
It's a hidden gem, like you said there, and a lot of bars in there, man. So that's one, two, three,
I
four,
think you got
five,
one more. That's
six,
nine.
7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
One more?
One
Oh
more.
man, let me go one more. I want to give a female artist a song. I want to give a female artist.
I got, I
You know
got,
what
I
we're gonna
got,
do?
I got one female on mine. So
I gotta give MC Light some love. What's the song? What's the song when she was talking about the boy that broke her heart? Um,
MC Light.
yes. Dum, 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 dum.
Which one was that? Which one was that?
He said, just you don't gotta love me, just be good to me. What's the name of that song? Oh God. When she's talking about and he caught AIDS and he died. What's the name of that song? Hold on. I gotta find it. It's one word, I think the name of the song is.
Woman?
Um, no.
It's,
Hold on. I'll find it right now.
you said it's one word?
Poor Georgie, poor Georgie.
Damn, I forgot
You
about
remember
poor
Georgie?
Georgie. I remember poor Georgie. Poor Georgie. Wow. Oh, wow.
When she was talking about how she fell in love with him because the way he talked to her, he hold her head. Yes, poor Georgie.
That's a hidden gem
Poor
right there.
Georgie. If you don't know about MC Light and you want to hear bars, you want to hear storytelling, deep. This is deep storytelling.
Yes.
Deep storytelling. There's a lot of women I know that love that song. That song is real. The guy that they like don't like him,
Yeah.
or the guy that they like is with them, but with another girl cheating
Mm.
on you, and then you find out about it, and that he in the club. Poor Georgie. I'm putting that in there. There's a lot. I want to put Little Kim. I want to put Foxy. I
Yeah,
want to
there's
put
a
many
lot.
people, but
There's a
I'm
lot.
putting I'm putting poor Georgie.
Mm.
Kiss the girls and make them cry. Kiss the girls and make them cry. Put that for Georgie. And then the production when it goes, yo, listen to it when you got some time, and
Oh, I think I heard. I
it's
haven't
gonna
heard
jog your
that in a
memory. It's gonna
while.
jog
Yeah,
your memory. It's gonna jog your memory. But
man.
the production is crazy, and again, the bars, like the storytelling she's telling in that song.
Yeah.
I was
Hmm.
doing a show. I was doing a show like some weeks ago, and I
Mhm.
bumped that. I had to bring it back like 5 times, yo. The chat was like, "What? What did she just say?" I had to bring it back a couple times that night, yo. For Georgia, MC liked.
That was a solid list, my man.
Let me hear yours, man. Let me hear what you got. Could you put together 10? Only?
I was this close to like almost saying like 20, but it's difficult, man.
When you start 10, it always spills over. It always spills over. Always.
Oh my God, man. So, and I think the difference with my list is that I did a few from each eras as well. Not like like maybe a few, like maybe I got like maybe one 2000 song. And let's just start with that one.
Okay.
I gotta put In the Club in there.
In the club, 50 Cent,
Yeah, I gotta
Jamaica
put 50
Queens.
Cent. I gotta put 50 Cents in the club.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, that just feel like that song right there, like you said, is national, worldwide. Even other countries love that song.
Still today too.
Yeah, to this day, and it's
Still
like
today
every
too.
time it's somebody's birthday, you see it on the story, you see
Still
it
today.
on
Still
this
today
day.
too.
So
Still
it's
today
like,
too. Yep.
um,
Yep.
fight the power meant so much to me growing up.
That's hard.
It's a
Public
symbol.
Enemy. That's hard.
Yeah,
That's hard.
that's just a symbol that like keep fighting. Just keep fighting. You know what I mean? And I didn't understand it as a kid, but
Mm.
when I had brothers and fathers that broke it down to me, they was like, "You're gonna appreciate this song." This was one of them
Chuck
songs
D be
like
spitting.
Chuck D made some stuff, man. I'm trying to
Chuck D
tell you.
be spitting.
And here's another one. Mom playing tricks on me.
The
It's
Ghetto
another.
Boys.
It's
Oh
like
yeah.
that it's letting you know
Yep.
that
Yep.
your mental can mess with you too. You know,
Yep. Yep.
it's like
He said I was
and
punching on the floor, and then I opened my eyes, and he was gone.
exactly that
Rest in peace, Bushwick Bill. Right?
Bushwick Bill, man. Rest in peace, man. And shout out to the Ghetto Boys. They just yeah, man.
Charles Scarface. Willie D has a podcast. Willie D has his
Yeah,
podcast.
I watch it. I watch it here and
Yep.
there. I had like you did, but I put Queen Latifah Unity. Great
Hard
storytelling.
song, hard song, hard
Great,
song.
great storytelling
You and
song,
I,
but
T.Y.
it's
You and I, T.Y. Yeah, nah, that's a hard
man,
song. That's a hard song.
oh man, it's
Shout out to
so.
Latifah too, man. Yeah,
Shout out to
Latifah don't
Latifah.
get she don't get enough love, man.
She don't get the flowers. She don't get enough
Yeah,
flowers,
yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I had to put Rosa Parks from Outkast.
Oh, okay, okay.
I rock with that song, man. It's history, and people learning about Rosa Parks, and
Mhm.
they lyrics is just also crazy in that song as well.
How high do you put Outkast on the best rap groups list?
Ooh.
I've seen people put Outkast over Mobb Deep, and I'm bewildered by that. But how high is Outkast on your list
Top five,
of groups?
top five,
Kappa?
top
All right,
five.
all right. I've seen people put Outkast over Wu Tang. I'm bewildered by that too. But
I mean, not to sound biased because you know, I'm a home base, but Wu Tang will forever be my number one. 9, 10 members. Come on, man. I'm gonna just be real.
I've seen I've
But
seen I've
I,
seen
I've
conversations.
I've got Wu Tang. People gonna disagree.
Mhm.
I got Bone Thugs in there too.
In the top five,
I got Bone in my top five. I love their music, man. Definitely got Mob. I have Outkast.
Bone had a run. Bone had a run.
I
Bone had a run.
definitely Bone had a nice little run. I
Yeah,
definitely got
yeah.
Mob Deep. Uh, said had to put Outkast. So it was like Outkast, Mob Deep, Bone, Wu Tang. See that fifth spot is difficult, man, because it's so many groups that I could
There's
just
a
be
lot
like,
of groups.
like Public, Locks. I
mm,
grew up on so many
mm,
groups, but like I said,
mm,
them four are always like I can always
mm.
just put a banger on from them and just you
Okay.
know. But let
Okay.
me get back to it. I definitely got to put Today Was a Good Day from the
Ice
Cube.
Cube.
That's definitely
Classic joint.
classic joint.
Classic
And
joint.
like I said, I
Classic joint.
got to give love to the Southwest, South and the West. So that's what I say. My list is a little different because I'm like one
Classic
of them
joint.
guys
Classic joint.
who pay homage. I pay homage to anybody, man. I'm a music head. So um we
That's
talked
that's one of that's one of them songs too. That's iconic, man. Like
yeah,
you can't be mad when that song comes on.
you can't be
Like that
mad.
song comes on, you're like, oh man.
Uh-huh.
No,
Exactly. Classic
classic
joint.
joint, classic joint, classic joint.
My list wouldn't be complete without Troy.
Okay, you got him in there.
I told you, yeah,
Pete Roxy is
I
smooth.
got
Okay,
that. I got that. That's
okay.
like you said, that iconic intro.
And that song is classic too.
You
That song is
you
classic too.
can never, and I mean ever go wrong
What's
with
CL
Troy.
Smooth doing now?
I
What's he
have
doing
not
now?
heard nothing from CL Smooth in a long time.
Was he did he pop out for the hip hop 50 years?
I didn't see him.
Did he do any shows? He didn't do any shows?
I didn't see him. I didn't see him at all.
I'm surprised because Pete Rock is doing a lot of stuff recently.
Yeah, that's why I wonder why CL not doing nothing. But
I gotta Google to see what he's doing because I can't remember seeing him for the hip hop 50 at all.
nah,
But that's a classic song. Classic. Yeah,
definitely,
you got nothing but classic on your list, man.
I definitely nothing but a G thing.
G think from Snoop Dogg?
Dr. Dre and them, yeah, man,
Mm,
that is
mm,
a phenomenal, and I mean a phenomenal, not
mm.
just an anthem, but that is a cookout anthem song
Yes.
too,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't go
Yeah.
nowhere without hearing nothing but a G
Yeah.
thing,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah. Yo, the
Uh,
West Coast had it on lock in the early
oh,
90s.
West Coast did. That's what I say. I'm one of them
I
people.
can't even lie.
Yeah, I can't hate, man. I got to get a West some love. And a lot of people argue with me over the years about this song. Sugar Hill Gang, the message.
Is that the one that's like 8 minutes long?
Ye- yes,
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
It's some straight heat in that song, though, man.
But there's a lot of artists on there on that song, right?
It
There's
is.
like
It's a
okay,
lot of people
okay,
on the song,
okay,
bro.
okay. I think that's probably what it is.
That's
It
probably why.
might be too long,
But listen to them
but
when they are.
no.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Phenomenal
People gotta
song,
listen to them though. Oh man,
phenomenal song.
I got one more or two more. I got one more.
And that was the era when they were trying to come, rappers were trying to come together and stop the violence movement, and they were just trying to make
Yeah,
songs
exactly.
as a group. So that was
That
a
was
great
that was a
movement
good
too
one.
when that came out.
Now I had two. It was either Shook Ones or
Mm,
Mobb Deep, but I also wanted to put a hidden gem because I knew I was doing the show with you.
sure.
Rakim Microphone Fiend.
I could see. Production crazy.
Production was
I
crazy on
was a
that one.
fiend before I became a
But
teen. I
see,
melted
yes, I
microphone instead of cones and ice cream. When hip hop
iconic.
was originated,
I
fitted like pieces of puzzle. Like the wording in that song. What was that? That was late 80s?
think that was all. Wasn't that on Paid in Full? Was it on Paid in Full?
Yeah,
Microphone.
yeah,
Was it? Microphone Fiend was definitely on Paid in Full. So
yeah, yeah. Gotta be
that
80s,
was
gotta be late 80s. That's ooh.
87, I think.
Oh my God. Yeah, yeah. That's one of my favorite. Listen, again, I was in Trinidad when I heard that. And
Man.
my mind was, how is this guy? Who is it? And then the beat, do 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 do
hmm
do 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 do. Listen,
hmm
man,
Especially.
my 86, 7, like my high school years in
Yeah.
Trinidad, I was shy when I was young, so
hmm
I wasn't really talking to a lot of females, but when I graduated from high school, we had the big graduation party.
Yeah.
That was my coming out. I had such a ball. And all of these songs, Roxanne Shante, Roxanne Revenge, all that stuff was Children's Story. They were bumping all of that in the party.
hmm
So it was 86,
Yeah.
87, amazing years.
That's
Shout out to Eric B, man. What a
definitely shout out
producer,
to
man.
her.
That production, oh my God, wow.
Man,
And then the custom made Gucci jackets from Dapper Dan. I think that's a very iconic cover too.
it is, bro. Man.
That's a people always thought that was Gucci. That was Dapper Dan made those custom made Gucci jackets. So
Mm.
classic cover too. Shout out to Eric B. and Rocket. Classics.
All right. So before we get up out of here, we got to do the catalog. What I sent you earlier. Biggest hit, catchiest, most gangster, and hidden gem. You ready?
Go ahead. You want to go first?
Fabulous first. Fabulous first. So Fab's
Fabulous biggest hit.
biggest hit.
Ooh, you know what? You know what's crazy about Fab? Like I think
That's
Fab's first first album is Street Dreams his first album.
cool.
Is it Street Dreams? Was Street Dreams
Oh no
Fabulous
no no.
first
Ghetto
album?
Ghetto Fabulous. Ghetto
Ghetto
Fabulous.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
His first couple albums, he got some bangers
Don't he
on
though?
those first albums.
I
But
agree.
when he started doing the soul tape mixtape,
Oh my
the
God. Them soul tapes is crazy.
there is no competition,
Competitions?
and
Yes.
then the summertime shootouts. Like there was some stuff on those mixtapes that
That could have been album like material.
album worthy.
I'm not gonna lie.
You know,
I got a hidden gem from the soul tape. I'm gonna put y'all on. So
but I gotta go with I'm gonna go with Youngin, man. I think Youngin is one of his like
Youngin.
holla back Youngin. Ooh,
Ooh,
ooh.
ooh.
I think that was DJ Clue. Was that
That was
DJ
Clue.
Clue?
Clue.
That was
Yep.
DJ Clue. That was
Uh-huh.
DJ Clue production. Shout out DJ Clue too, one of my favorite
Yep.
DJs. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Youngin, man. Like when that came on, roll in. When you were in the club and that came on,
Hmm. It
yo,
was.
Queen used to go crazy, man. Yo, shout out to that
Shout
song.
to Fab.
Shout out to
Shout to
Youngin.
Fab.
Shout out to Youngin. I gotta go. I gotta go ahead and jam Youngin.
Youngin
That
is a
song
hidden
is hard.
gem.
I think if you put that on today, the old heads, we gonna rock out crazy with that. Come on.
That's crazy work, man. Okay.
Yeah. But
So
that's a barbecue worthy song too.
it
That's
is.
a summertime barbecue worthy song.
So
Right
hidden
now, you go
gem.
to barbecue right now, they're bumping that right now.
So hidden gem you got Youngin.
Any gem are going fabulous young.
Most gangster song there.
Oh
Fab.
my god. I might want to go off of something off of the Freddy versus Jason,
Ooh,
or
that'd be
or or off of the There Is No Competition series.
man.
Oh man. I didn't write down the Fab stuff, yo. But I gotta go with something. I gotta go with something off the There Is No Competition. Him and DJ Drama,
Oh my God.
the energy they had on that. Um, even his CD, Young OG was an amazing CD
Young OG
too.
was definitely buffer.
That was an amazing album he put together. Because people always said his albums was not good. When he put out the Young OG album, I thought the Young OG album was one of his best studio albums, not mixtape, studio albums.
Yeah.
But now I got to go with something off the There Is No Competition series. Um, Def Coming Threes, something like that. Maybe Def Coming. I heard that there comes in threes. I,
That's so crazy. This is so much
yeah,
you can do.
I got to go with something off of that album. There is no competition album. Choose anything off that. Those first three, there is no competitions. Those are fire. Those get the most replay. I love the Soul Tape.
Oh, soul tapes, yeah.
Soul Tape is pretty mellow series, but the Gangster Grill stuff was that was some hype stuff. Him and DJ Drama went crazy with those. Yeah,
Mm. So,
I'm gonna go.
okay.
I'm gonna go. Def comes in threes.
The catchiest.
Yeah,
What's
I
the
heard that there comes in threes.
so you going that
I heard
for
that
most
for
gangster?
catchy. Nah, for
Oh, for
catchy, for
catchy?
catchy, for catchy.
What about most gangster?
Most gangster Fab.
You,
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Let's see. Yo, Cole Summer is hard too. Yo, he has though.
He got some
Fabulous had
stuff.
some banging mixtapes, yo. Uh, damn,
Yeah, it's just crazy, man.
damn.
Difficult. Mhm.
I gotta come back on that one.
Okay.
I gotta come back. I gotta come back on that one. But I love the summertime shootout series. I can't. Anyone out there haven't listened to Fab Summertime Shootout series? Listen to one and two. One and two is pretty good. Three was good, but the first Summertime Shootout,
Mm.
man, I'm mad at Fab too, man. Fab, like right now, I think Fab can still do it if he wants to, but he's
Yeah,
not, man. He's falling back. He's doing runways. He's doing
yeah, it's crazy.
walkthroughs and all that. He's not putting out music. I'm mad at Fab, man. Fab was one of those guys where I thought he was going to go to the roof. I mean, he did. He did. I don't want to put no shade on him, but I thought he was going to be way bigger than who he is
Right. So did you? What about his biggest hit? You gave that already? You say
right now.
biggest hit
Fabulous
already?
biggest hit. It's got to be. No, wait. Hold on. It's got to be. It's got to be up his first album. No, no, no. Biggest hit.
Yeah, biggest hit.
Biggest hit.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Biggest hit. Fab got some stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
Fab got some stuff, though. Damn. Little Mo, can't let you go. Nah, make you better with Fat with Neo.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, trade it all, man. Nah, that's hard, man. I can't deny it. I'm with Nate Dogg. Rest in peace, Nate Dogg. Nah, man. Nah, nah, nah. I'm gonna have to put a pause on that. I have to put. I'm gonna have to text you. I'm gonna text. I'm gonna text you that.
Okay,
I'm gonna text you that
I
one.
got you. I got
Fab
you.
got hits, man.
Fab, I'm gonna go with biggest hit to me was Into You. I feel like that was one of his hits with Tamia. He took that sample from her, then he got her own song. So I'm so
Mm,
into you. I really like. I'm gonna say that was one of his biggest hits.
okay.
Catches, I'm definitely gonna say can't deny it. I can't deny it. Yeah, like
And
you
you know
said,
what?
it just that
That's
beat.
hard. That Nate Dogg and that Nate Dogg hook.
Nate Dogg Hook was
And
crazy,
Nate Dogg
man.
was on top of the game too. Rest in peace, Nate Dogg.
Nate
Nate
Dogg
Dogg
was
was the hook, the hook
yo.
king at one time.
Nah, I think he still is, man. God rest
Yeah,
his soul. God
yeah,
rest
yeah,
his
yeah.
soul,
Rest in peace.
man.
Rest in peace, Nate Dogg. Yeah, man.
Um, Most Gangster was it's a song on the Soul Tape 3 called The Get Back. Y'all go listen to that, man.
Mm.
It's,
Is that
it's
what is that with Paul Kane in them or no?
no. It's a song by himself.
Okay,
The Soul Tape 3. Go
okay.
check out. It's called The Get Back, man. It's around the time when Kendrick came out with he dissing everybody. He was like
You say he got the most gangster song on the Soul Tape series?
Soul
The
Tape
Soul Tape
3,
series was a
The
a
Get Back.
mellow series.
But go listen to that song. You gonna
Okay,
understand what I'm talking about.
okay,
It
okay,
was like
okay. On the Soul Tape?
the Soul Tape 3. He was
Okay.
like Niggas woke up sleeping giants, Eli and them. It was like, yo, go check that song out, man. But most and the hidden gem of Fab is by far my favorite from the Young OG project. It's called the Young OG 2, the last song where he was like talking.
What's the name of the song you said? For
Which
the
one?
Soul Tape 3?
The Get Back.
Oh, the Get Back. Okay, I see, I see it.
Yeah, the Get Back.
I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna save that. I'm
Yeah,
gonna save
the Get Back. And then
that.
it's a song on the Young OG project. It's the
Which one?
last song he's talking about the son. It's called Young OG 2.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
That
That's hard.
song, I think that song
That's
is
hard.
definitely
That's
one
hard.
of a hidden gem. But
That's one of my favorite Fab albums too.
oh
Like
yeah,
I like his early stuff,
yeah,
but that Young OG, he came with some energy. Like
he
even
did.
the opening of the album, he came with some serious energy on that album, man.
Most definitely. I agree. I agree.
That's one of those albums that I bought it off of iTunes. I really didn't like iTunes,
Yeah.
But at that time, I don't think they were doing a lot of physical CDs at that time. It
Mm-mm.
was like that transition when digital was kicking off, and
And
I
then
had to
streaming.
buy it. I had to buy digital, and
Yeah.
I bumped it like crazy.
Got you.
And
Um,
the cover is with his son in the throne, right?
yeah, son, uh-huh. Yep, it's
Yeah,
on, it's on the
yeah.
throne.
That's a dope cover too. I
All
wish I
right.
had that in physical copy. I gotta go online, Amazon, and try to find a physical copy of that. I love that album cover. Album cover's dope.
Jada. Biggest hit,
Mm.
catchiest, most gangster, and hidden gem. This is where
Mm.
it get tricky.
Jada, we gotta use you gotta use the most gangster song. Has got to be. I mean, he got a lot of album stuff, but you got to
Yeah.
use the Notorious B.I.G. Sample. Um, the one he did the one he
Freestyle?
did at the freestyle. Yeah.
Freestyle.
Um, what's the name of that song again? Oh.
Oh, it's just yeah, I think he just did that off the top of the head.
No, that's a song.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's a song. Um, that's a song. Because it's the with the Big beat. That's a song. That's a real song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Fun fact, the Who Shot You, the Who Shot the song. Fun fact about that song, if you have a YouTube channel and you're monetized and you try to put that's a mixtape song. That song is copyright claimed.
Hmm.
So if you think you're gonna put a mixtape song on your YouTube channel and get paid for it, no. That
Hmm.
song is copyright claimed. You get a copyright
That's
strike.
why I don't play no music on this.
The Who Shot You? The
Who
Who
shot you?
Shot You?
It's most gangster. All right.
That song, bar, and look, Jada got a lot of stuff. Jada showed discipline on that Nas song.
Yeah,
The
so this
the
is fun.
the run, his verse on Run,
Nah, we ain't going
about 10
verses.
times.
Nah, dude, you got to do his songs. We can't go verses on that. Like, it's so many verses killed, but that'd be kind of like I got to go for his
Yeah,
songs too.
even most catchiest. What was the one he did with the kids? He had one when it was like
It's on Kiss of Death, ain't it?
it's on no Kiss the Game Goodbye album.
Oh, Kiss the Gang Goodbye.
It's on the Kiss the Game Goodbye album. But Who Shot You is his most gangster song. And hold on. There's a song when it's like some kids theme in there. Oh, I'm gonna get it for you right.
Mm. Jada got some heat, man.
Maybe keep your head up, or I'm gonna go with Knock Yourself Out.
Ooh,
I love
nah.
Knock Yourself Out.
So biggest hit, knock yourself out. Who shot you? Most gangster. Okay, hidden
Most
gem.
gangster,
Hidden gem.
hidden gem from Jada Kiss.
And I ain't gonna lie,
Jada
there's a
Kiss.
lot of hidden
There's a
gems.
lot, man. Jada been out since mid
Say
'90s, right?
mid 90s, but solo career, early
Pop Daddy
2000s.
and them, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Hidden gem from Jada Kiss. A hidden gem, Jada Kiss. He got some stuff on the Clue tapes.
That's what saying, yeah, he got a lot.
A hidden gem from Jada. Oh man. You know what? I'm gonna go.
Hmm.
I can't use
You want to
oh
go ahead, you go. I got
I'm gonna go,
you.
I'm gonna go big business.
Ooh,
Swiss Beats.
that he had a hard verse on there. Pause. Yes.
Swiss Beats. Show
Yes.
them what you're dealing with.
Yeah,
Big
that verse was
I'm
cold.
gonna go big business.
Big Ben. All right, catches.
He got a lot of catchy songs too. He got a lot of catchy songs too. People say Jadakiss don't got a wax song. Jadakiss got wax songs. Catchiest. Wait, who made why? Who made why?
Tatum.
Is
Tatum made
Jadakiss
why?
why?
Yeah, that's him. Why Jada gets Sergeant's kids. Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go why. I'm
You
gonna
go
go
why?
why. I'm gonna go why. Catches.
Catches. All right.
Whenever I hear that song, yeah, I'm gonna go why. I'm gonna
I
go why.
bet.
But listen, Jada got too much, man.
Tatum got too much in the chamber.
Jada got too much, man. And I struggle. I struggle keeping Jadakiss out of the top
Yeah.
five best of all time. I want to put him in there because of his longevity
Yeah.
and he's a superior MC. The only thing keeping Jada out of my top five is some of his classic songs. I think there's other artists that have more classic songs than him.
That makes sense.
But excuse me, Jada has everything to make a top 10, top five list. He has
Mm.
solid albums. He's been here for a long time. He's still putting out. He's still relevant. His music is still relevant.
That's true.
He's part of one of the best groups of all time.
All the time.
And you can't say he's the worst in the group. You could put him two after Styles. You could put him one. So he's one of the better MCs in the locks.
Hmm.
He carries the locks at times. Um, he can freestyle. He can battle. He got good diss songs.
Yeah.
He got a mixtape era. He went against Nas,
Jay
Beanie
Z.
Siegel, and he came out unscathed. It's hard not to put Jada in your top five.
Yeah.
When you really pencil it out, I want to sometimes, but shout out to Jada.
Mm. My man. But okay. Biggest hit. I gotta say why. That definitely was a game changer. Um,
Why was it?
catches.
Mm,
Catches. I'm gonna say You Make Me Wanna with Mariah. That was a
mm,
catchy little song,
mm,
man.
mm.
King is.
And making a song with Mariah, listen, you gotta
That's
jump through
big.
hoops to
Yes,
make a song with Mariah,
you do.
and it's a hard song. Yeah, yeah,
I
good one, good one,
definitely
good one,
agree. Oh
good
man,
one.
most gangster. All right.
Let me hear this.
I don't think y'all ready for the most gangster.
He got a lot, so
He got
he got a lot. He got a
so
lot.
many.
All right, let me hear. Let me hear what you got.
Jada Kiss most gangster song to me. So there is a song on Kiss the Gang Goodbye and Kiss of Death. I'm gonna say It's Time I See You from the Kiss the Gang Goodbye with
Get it
E.
right. You nigga heard Suge Knight, Double R. Only
Yo,
respect y'all. Yeah, that song is
when
hard.
when his verse came on, he was
Yeah,
like, he'll,
yo,
he'll,
who
he'll,
produced that?
I don't know.
That Swiss?
Is that Swiss? I think he was Swiss. He was like, we'll kill it.
You ain't lying.
We'll
You ain't
kill
lying.
every single body, even your pets. Oh my God. So I gotta say it's time I see you. And
And
nah,
the beat, ding, 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 ding. I don't
man,
gotta carry the world. Yeah, yeah. Nah, you right, man. That's a hard song.
that's a hard song,
That's a
bro.
hard song. That's a hard song.
Uh
That's a hard song. That's off
or
the Rough Riders volume what?
no, that's off Kiss
That's
Gang
off the
Goodbye.
Rough.
No, that's
That's
off
off
Kiss
this
Gang.
album.
Yeah, that's off his album. That's off Kiss the Gang
Okay,
Goodbye.
okay,
Or
okay. Yeah.
you could have went with Shootouts from Kiss of Death with
No, that
Styles.
song is hard. That song is hard.
Shootouts was
It's
hard.
time I feel. Yo, whoever produced that,
Shout out to
that
him,
production
man.
is crazy. That's a hype
Now,
song. You hear that in your car driving on the freeway,
man,
you you're gonna be dipping lanes. Don't put that on. Don't put that on while you're on the freeway, y'all.
man.
You're gonna start dipping lanes.
So Hidden Gem, that's where it gets crazy. Hidden Gem. There's a song he got on Rough Riders Volume 1, The Kiss of Death, the original Kiss of Death. That song is by far, he was like, It's like the Dow Jones of rap. My stocks is high, and whoever said it was all love must
It
have
shall the
lied.
lie,
Yeah,
brother.
yeah, I love that song, man.
He's spitting on that.
It's spit, man.
He's spitting on that joint, yo.
It's a
And
or
it
that
never was
consignment.
all us, but figured
Yeah,
out. But the
even the
he said,
consignment.
don't. He
The
said, the call it,
consignment.
yo, no, that's a hard
Yeah,
song. That's a hard song.
the
You know the
cons
consignment album?
the consignment mixtape or album, whatever y'all want to call it. That trafficking song,
Mm-hmm.
road trip. That's a good. That could be a hidden gem little too, man. It's
I think it might be considered a mixtape. I think it was a
yeah,
mixtape.
but that
I
is
think it was a
man,
mixtape.
it's just so much from Jada I can really go with. I ain't gonna lie. So all right, I'm gonna stick with this.
Okay.
The last kiss with Nas. What if? That song was definitely a hidden gem. If y'all don't know that song, go listen to it. It's called What If. It's with Nas on the Last Kiss album. Go listen to that song. That song, you're gonna definitely be like, oh damn.
You got a lot. Yo, listen, man. It's
Hmm.
hard to choose Jada Kiss joints, yo.
It
But
is.
you got some bangers in there, man.
Yeah.
You got some bangers in there.
I'm trying to tell you, bro.
I thought that was off of the. I gotta go back and you know what?
Yeah, it's off the Kiss game.
I gotta go back, bump that album again because I listen. I love that.
I don't think you saw the comment I put because I want that's one of the songs I wanted you to play when we was doing the 2000 thing the other day.
I didn't play it.
No, I think you missed it because it was so that's when a lot
Yo,
of people were starting to enter the chat.
that song and that song
Yeah.
is so hype, yo, and the
Mm.
beat, ding, 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 ding. Yo,
Mm.
who produced that? Man? Hold on, that's gotta be Swiss Beats, yo.
Let me
It's gotta be. Let me see. Eve was on there.
Cafe and them was on
Just
there.
Blaze.
Just Blaze produced that. Shout out to Blaze,
Just
man.
Blaze.
And the next episode we gonna do producers and all that too, man. Our appreciation for the
Just
producer
Blaze.
too, bro. All
Yeah,
right,
that song is hype. Yo, Jada got too much.
you do.
People hate on Jada for for not having a classic album,
Those are plenty classics.
but
Those are classic albums to me.
yeah, he got some really solid albums. And again, I love Kiss the Game Goodbye. Man. I think
Yeah,
like that album. I think it's one of the most like complete. I like the top five Dead or Alive album too. I thought that was pretty dope too, man. But Jada got a great career, man.
yeah, yeah.
Jada
Facts.
has a stellar career, man. And until to this day, I don't think there's a lot of MCs that want to get in the ring with Jada Kiss right now today.
No.
Lyrically, I think Jada Kiss still got it.
Right. T.I. Biggest hit, catchiest, most gangster, and a hidden gem.
Ti got a
T.I.
lot of
got a
catchy
lot of
stuff,
hits.
man.
Yeah, and a lot of
Yeah,
hits too. So yeah.
gangster stuff from Ti. Um, I think ASAP jumps off my head early
ASAP is what you saying that's
when
gangster?
yeah
Okay.
when I think of his gangster stuff
Yeah,
when he's spitting on when he's spitting on that ASAP. Yeah, he
man.
was going right. What's the next one after gangster?
So we got biggest hits, catchiest, most gangster, and a hidden gem.
Biggest hits for Ti.
That's a lot, bro.
You might want to put biggest hit and most catchiest in the same category for me because I think
True.
Swagger Like Us is one of his biggest songs. Because
True.
that had him, Jay,
Kanye and Wayne.
it had like four people on there, right?
Yeah.
And Wayne was I think in his prime,
Yeah,
right?
ain't lying.
I think Jay was still up there.
Yeah.
Kanye West was in it. I think Swagger Like Us. T.I. got a lot of big hits too, but I want to put Swagger Like Us as I'm gonna put it catchiest. I'm gonna put it
Catchy.
catchiest. I'm gonna put it catchiest because that song, like, I don't know who don't know that song. Like
Yo,
that's like Wayne. If you were a Wayne fan, you know that one of Wayne's best songs. If you was a Kanye fan, Kanye's been crazy on that song. If you were a Jay fan, and that's like four different places. You went Atlanta, you went there, you went Jay, you went Chicago. So that song touched a lot of different joints, man.
so
So
that I ain't
yeah,
gonna
Swagger Like Us. I'm gonna put as his um most catchiest.
catchiest.
Just the hook. No, I got like us. I got like I got
What's
it's super catchy.
what's most gangster or hidden gem from T.I.?
Hidden Gem is hard because I think like Ti has a lot of hits that like a lot of people know, man. Like
Yeah.
Ti is like when he said he the king of the South, like you might want to, yeah, man. Like damn, Hidden Gem,
Hmm.
yo. Oh man, I can't think of a Hidden Gem from Ti.
Yeah.
Ti got a lot of popular music, man. And Ti in his prime was Ti in his prime was a problem, yo.
Yeah.
Hidden Gem. Damn, yo, hold on, hold on. I want to go. I want to go. I want to go to the. I want to go to the King album. Hold on. But the King album, I think, was kind of slept on a little bit. Yo.
King album was T.I. versus T.I.P. was. It's a few.
The
But
Paper Trail album was pretty good too.
I got you though. So my biggest hit from T.I., like you said, T.I. has so many hits. T.I.'s biggest hit,
Biggest
in my
hits?
opinion, was I gotta say like whatever you like. Could be
That's
like
big. That's hard.
could
That's
be
hard.
or
That's hard.
what you know, or like whatever you like. So those are like
I love whatever you like, yo. I love that song.
the
That song is
catches.
just that
This
song is
is
that's an amazing song.
this is where it's gonna get you right here. The catches. I argued this years ago. This is why I came up with this category. Top back is definitely the catches. I like my
Top
beat
back.
down low and my top leg back. See me ride with the chopper in the back. I like my every boy. I love
And
that
then I
song, bro.
can run though. No, that shit's
Now,
hard. That shit's hard. That shit's.
nah, most gangster.
We did a Ti versus Jeezy
Ooh,
versus on our channel some years back.
I
It
gotta go
got
check
like
that out.
it almost got 1 million views almost. It's almost there. It's just like
I was gonna talk to you about that
eight
too.
hundred thousand or close to it. Yeah,
So
yeah. And that was one of the big. That's one of the songs. Everybody in the chat, top back was crazy.
yeah,
Top back
top
was
back
crazy.
was crazy. Now, most gangster. I'm gonna have to go with the song off Paper Trail. I'm Illy. That's a gangster
I'm
song
Illy.
to
Ooh,
me.
that's
Now,
hard too. That's hard too.
it's another song he got called Tell 'em I Said That. It's off T.I.
Mm.
versus T.I.P. Go check
What's
that
it
out.
called? What's it called?
Tell 'em I Said That.
Off of which album?
T.I. versus T.I.P. the
Ti
2007 joint.
versus Ti.
Yo,
Okay,
check that out, bro.
okay,
You gonna be like, damn, he talking some shit.
okay.
Now, hidden gems. This is from it's one of my favorite albums, the Trouble Man album.
Okay. I don't think I really listened to that album. What
Go
year that
listen
came
to
out?
that. Trouble Man came out. That was around like
That was late
2012.
2000s.
That's when he first got his show with his family.
Okay.
So,
I really started moving away from him. That
but check that album out
mid
though. But
20s.
but check that out though, bro.
Yeah.
It's a
Okay.
song called "The Way We Ride." It's like in my city, that's the way. He kind of spit on that one, and he got a song with Andre 3000. That Sorry song.
All right.
So go check those two out. Those are like
Tip
my
got a lot. Tip got a lot of hits, man.
He do, but
A lot of hits.
those are hidden gems to me though. I feel like Sorry with Andre 3000 is a hidden gem, and The Way
Okay.
We Ride. It's a lot of hidden gems on that Trouble Man song. Yeah, man. So speaking of
Shout to Tip.
sell it to tip. So speaking of Jeezy, he's next. What you got? Jeezy got some shit too.
I love Jeezy, man. What's the first category, Jeezy? I love Jeezy.
Biggest hit. Let's go. Biggest hit.
Biggest hit from Jeezy. Jesus.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot. Right.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Listen. I'm gonna go out the box for this one. I'm gonna go out the box. I'm gonna go. My president is black.
Okay.
I
Dope.
gotta go on because Barack Obama did it big, and when that song came out, everybody, my president, my
Yes.
Lambo will
Blue,
blue.
blue.
I'm going with that. Going with my president's
Yes.
biggest song. It might not be, or Jeezy got some one. Ti
He
TM
got some
103
stuff.
stuff. He got some stuff,
He
but
do.
I'm going my President Black biggest song.
All right. Catches.
Uh, you might see me on the people, but you don't know me. You know what I mean? You
That's
don't.
Ti. That's
That's
Ti.
Ti. That's Ti.
Yeah, we on Jeezy now.
That's a Ti. That's Ti song. You don't
Yeah,
know me.
yeah, that's from yeah, that's Ti. You see me in the street, you
You know
don't
you
know
don't
me.
know me. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
that's
okay.
that's
Wait, wait,
it.
wait,
That's Ti. That's
wait, wait.
Ti.
Most catchiest Jeezy. Most catchiest Jeezy. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. When you get to my favorite Jeezy, I got some favorites Jeezys, yo.
Hmm.
Damn, Jeezy's another one too, man. Let's go Soul Survivor
No,
with
that's a
Akon.
good one. Good one. Good one.
You can see me on that man, because that again, Akon was on top of the game. There was a time when Akon was hits, hit after hit, and when him and Jeezy came on that, I'm going with Soul Survivor.
Yeah.
I'm going with Soul Survivor.
All
Catchiest
right.
hit,
Most
catchiest hit.
gangster.
Most gangster. I'm going with Jeezy and Jay Z. Seen it all.
Ooh, my
I'm going
man,
with
that's a
Seen it
good one.
all.
That's a good one, bro.
When
All
that
right.
when that joint comes on, Jeezy and Jay did a lot of stuff
They
early
did. They
in
did.
Jeezy career too. Seen
They
it
did.
all. Most gangster Jeezy joint. I'm mad. I'm putting Jay Z in there too. But that song, both of them together on that, fabulous. Seen it all. Most gangster, hands down. If you
Yeah.
haven't listened to Seen It All, go listen to Seen It All
That album was
by
a slept
Jeezy.
on slept on album too. So hidden gem from Jeezy.
Hidden gem, yo.
Hmm.
I like I think the Recession album was a good album, and I think the Recession album had a lot of hits on there too. So I don't know if I could put a hidden gem from that album, but I might want to go with something from that album. That's one of my favorite Jeezy albums, the Recession
Yeah,
album.
Recession. Hmm.
Yeah, there was something about that album. Like I think he wasn't maybe not his prime, but he was selling like a lot of records around the Recession time,
Yeah.
and his name was like buzzing. Like he wasn't underground no more. He was more mainstream at that time, and that's one of his albums I played a lot. I played the
Yeah.
Recession a lot. And I'm East Coast, but like Jeezy was getting a lot of play here in the East. So I might go with something off the Recession. That's one of my favorite Jeezy albums. And I like Jeezy, man. Even though people down south, it's hard to pick somebody that's the best from down south because I think Luda don't get his praise he should be getting. I think Luda is one of the best down south artists, but
Hmm.
Jeezy's up there too, man.
Yeah, Jeezy is definitely.
Um, I can't do a put on. I put on is too big. But I love that album, man. Hustler's Ambition is too big. Crazy World is too big. Welcome back. Oh, yo, welcome back. Yo, this
Mhm.
now that Hidden Gem. I gotta come back to you on Hidden Gem. Hidden
Yeah,
Gem is
Jim.
hard. Like that, Jeezy got a lot of hits, man.
Yeah.
Jeezy got a lot of hits.
For me, Jeezy, I'm gonna say, and then what is the biggest hit for me? Love that
Hmm.
song. And then
What album?
what?
What album that's from?
The first one,
What album is that from?
the Thug Motivation 101.
Some Motivation. And
Yeah.
even his first album was crazy.
And then
OJ.
or Air Forces, like I went from
Oh
old.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So they could be biggest hits. The catchiest is definitely put on. I put
Put
on
on. I put
city.
on.
I put on,
I put
bruh.
on. When I come on,
I'm trying to tell you, my
I
man.
put on from my city,
Oh,
on from my city, on. Yo,
so
I'm from New York, and that song hit me hard here in New York City, man. Yeah,
I'm a
tough, 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 tough.
um
What was that? Wait, that was your most catchy?
yes, sir.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
All right,
yeah,
hidden
yeah.
gem. You're gonna be mad. You're gonna.
Let
I
me
mean,
hear. Nah, let me
no,
hear
no.
this. I can't pick a hidden gem. Let me hear this.
From the Seen It All album, right?
Okay.
Win is a win. or the
Mm.
last track, How I Did It.
I bumped that album like crazy too.
Now,
That album, I didn't buy that album. I actually went to the
bro,
library and copied that album to my hard drive.
bro, I got something else for you too. So, Most Gangster, I gotta go
Mm.
with what you just said. Hustler's Ambition is my song. I ain't
My
lie to you,
song,
bro. I
man.
play that
Yeah,
song
yeah,
at least twice a month, bro.
yeah,
So that is my
yeah.
most gangster from Jeezy.
Now Jeezy got too much too.
He got so much in the chamber, bro.
Jeezy got too much.
He
Yeah,
do.
yeah, yeah. I was mad they let him do a versus against
Yeah.
Gucci. They should have had him do a versus either Ti or
Hmm.
Ludacris.
So, you got time for one more, or you want to wait for the
Let's
next
go. Let's go.
episode?
Let's do one more.
You want to do
Wait, wait, wait,
Snoop?
wait, wait. You want to Snoop? You want? Let's save Snoop so I can put some notes on Snoop. Let's save Snoop.
So
I love
let's
Snoop. I love
let's
Snoop. I love
let's.
Snoop. I love Snoop.
So Cube or Snoop? Which one?
I want to save Snoop. I'm a big Snoop fan.
You want to save
Early
Snoop for
Snoop
another
fan.
show? You want to save Snoop for another
Yeah,
show?
I love Snoop. I
Let's
love
go.
yeah, I
All right,
love
let's
Snoop.
let's go Cube then. All right. Biggest hit, catchiest, most gangster. What you got for me, bro?
Biggest hit from Cube.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Straight Outta Compton gotta be the biggest hit.
Okay. Sure, okay.
I mean, you know, like that song set a lot of stuff off, man. And that album just classic top 10 album that moved the whole coast.
Mm-hmm.
So I think biggest hit Cube, and then Cube did a lot of writing too. So
Yep.
there's a lot of other artists you could pick some, but yeah, I'm going Straight Outta Compton, biggest song from Ice Cube, man.
Cool.
Yeah.
Catchiest. What's his catchiest?
Gotta be It Was a Good Day. Oh,
Do you
do,
got
do, 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 do,
what
do,
about
do.
what
That's
about
waking
most
up
gangster?
in the morning.
What about most gangster?
I started this gangster shit. And this
Ooh, and it's the
motherfucking
thanks
gangster. Like,
again.
what was that? What
Hello.
was that?
Hello.
I was hello? Yeah, I'm
Hello.
going that.
That's
That song, that song caught me. I think I was watching the Up in Smoke tour,
yeah.
if I remember correctly, and he performed and he performed some stuff with Mac 10 and Dub C, but I think that song is hard.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, yeah,
Hidden
yeah.
gem. Hidden gem. What you got?
Hidden Gem from Ice Cube. And again, this is another one too, man. Ice Cube got a
Hmm.
lot of stuff, man.
Yes, you do.
The Predator album, America KKK album,
Hmm.
Straight Outta Compton album, Hidden Gem from Ice Cube. Oh, mm. I gotta come back on that one.
All right, I got you.
You got a lot of popular stuff. Like, is something from Ice Cube considered hidden gem? Who hasn't heard Ice Cube joints?
I got some hidden gems for you now.
I gotta put an asterisk on hidden gem.
I got so biggest hit. I'm gonna definitely say
Mm.
it was a good day. Catchy is gonna throw a lot of people off. I feel like check yourself. That remix is catchy.
Mm.
So check yourself before you
Before you
wreck
wreck
yourself.
your,
Yeah,
no, no, no. Wait. That's your catchiest.
that's the catchiest to me. I
That's
ain't
your
gonna lie.
catchiest.
Catchiest.
Okay, okay.
Most
I can see it.
gangs.
I can see it. I can see it. I can see it.
Most gangster is a song off the War and Peace Volume 2. Niggas want that gutter shit. Fuck your mother shit that playing for your brother shit. It's check
Mm.
that shit out. I wanna
From the
thank
War and
you.
Peace album.
War and Peace Volume
Okay.
2. It's called
Okay.
Gutter Shit. Now,
I probably got to hear it again. I
either
probably got
that
to hear.
or My Summer Vacation. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you, my man, 16 bars. I'm telling you right now, face to face.
What?
Once I get my production company, I am going to make a movie out of that song. My Summer Vacation. That y'all heard it here first.
You said it was on the which album? The War and Peace,
War and Peace,
Volume One
Volume
or Two?
2. Two.
Volume Two.
It's called Gutter Shit. That gutter shit. That
All
song
right.
is crazy work. All right. So you said you don't think there's a hidden gem.
yes, it's gonna be there, but Ice Cube has a lot of popular music. So
Uh,
is it something that people haven't heard before?
I don't think so. It's a song called Ghetto Vet.
Mm. Off which album?
This is War and Peace Volume 1.
Okay.
And if y'all like I Got the Hookup, it was in that movie too. Like the scene where Ice Cube was shown in that movie, some of that
Mm.
song is playing. So go listen to that one, man.
Hidden gem.
Niggas used to come and give me when it was time to disagree with the enemy. Or I got another one too. It's from it's from Raw Footage, the 2008 album.
Mm.
There's a song called Gangsta Rap Made Me Do It. Go check that out.
Okay.
That's a hidden gem song, bro. But I
All right.
got you. I got you.
All right.
16, I want to thank you, brother.
I appreciate you for having me on the show, man. I appreciate
Uh
you for
when next
getting me on here.
when the next time you're free?
Like, listen, my schedule is flexible, man. Just hit me,
Listen,
let me know in advance, and
if you want to do
I'll
some
make
more
a
hip
time
hop,
for it.
I'm off tomorrow too. So
Tomorrow, Tuesday. Tomorrow, I'm in the streets tomorrow, late
okay.
afternoon.
All right.
I might be doing a TikTok tomorrow night. I don't know if I'm gonna do TikTok tonight.
For
I don't know,
sure.
man.
For sure.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right,
But
boss.
just
Listen.
hit me, and let me know what the topic is. Like I said, just I'm here, man.
All
Always. I
right.
appreciate you for having me on the show.
I appreciate you, man.
All your followers, all your fans, man. Listen to this man.
I
Show some
appreciate you.
love, some likes,
Yes, sir.
share the channel, all that, man. Let's have the channel grow. That's what it's
I,
all about.
I appreciate you, man. Thanks for coming through, man. Like I said, much love to you, my brother. And let's keep this going, bro. Let's keep it going, man. I think we got great chemistry, man. So let's make it
Yes,
happen, my
sir.
guy. So we out. Subscribe, like, comment to both channels. So peace, love, and we are hip hop.
Yes, sir.